5 years, we could get up to 200K, maybe 500K.
First of all, Krystian, tell me about your journey of entering in crypto industry.
I started using it as a form of payment for the services. I was designing a website, and I was just getting paid in Bitcoin. But at the beginning, it was just very exciting to really receive money from like whoever, without any limitations, without any government. I was really excited about it. It was just a great thing, you know, and it was so fast at that time as well. That was just the early time of it. I don't remember exactly everything what I did during the 2016, but I didn't really care about the price of Bitcoin. I was just buying it. Didn't really care about it till the end of 2016, and that's when I realized this thing is going up. This is like going up.
You bang it on.
Yeah. So then I remember also like seeing Ethereum when it was launched.
Yeah. So tell me about your personal life a little bit, other than your work profile.
Right now, I just trade. I trade crypto. I take care of the portfolios of investors. Other than that, I think I keep myself quite busy, especially recently when I launched a crypto trust fund. So this is a completely different new thing. And I'm just trying to increase the adoption of blockchain.
So as I assume that you are a self-taught person in crypto industry, so you did several jobs as well. You were a teacher, and now you're handling portfolios in addition to writing trade analysis or website. So how do you manage everything? It's like a bulk of...
I think it was very challenging at the beginning. So before even I decided that I'm just going to do it full time, I was just a teacher. I was working probably around 24 hours. And I was trading, so that was nice and easy. I've managed somehow to do this, but then I think it was when the first time in 2017 when I started heavily investing in crypto, and then I saw the real potential of it, of the blockchain, and how it could transform different industries. This was the first time when I saw like, hold on, this is good. I could invest and make money. And I realized very quickly how profitable that is. I wasn't an expert or even a professional at that time, but I've noticed that this is going into the right direction. And I know that blockchain will be implemented in most industries in the future.
Crypto industry, when we talk about crypto industry, it's still a new to many people. It's a new kind of technology. So many people are unaware of this industry. So how do you perceive this industry, crypto industry especially, and what is the potential to see this industry?
It's slowly developing. It's going more mainstream, and banks are slowly like paying more attention to it. I mean, at first it was just a speculative digital asset, or people couldn't really like share their opinion about it. They just thought, oh, maybe this is just a short while digital asset that's just going to disappear. But I've noticed that it is slowly changing our lives. So like, for example, VeChain, this is just like one of the companies that uses a blockchain for traceability. And there's probably just a lot more coins to it as well. Remittance, for example, I think there's a lot of money that is just being spent on I think it's just more likely wasted than being used well, where we can just send money to someone else abroad with no limits whatsoever. So I think it's just developing. It's going in the right direction, but it just needs a little bit more time.
Since you're working for so long in this industry, so do you ever feel that like you putting your money into risk? This thought ever come to your mind?
No, I don't see this as a risk. I think I could ask you the same question. Like when you went to university, of course you have to pay for it. I believe at least you have to pay for it. That could be a risk as well. So you spend a lot of money just to get a piece of paper, but are you really scared of investing especially if you're like young? I mean, that really depends, but I don't see this as a risk. I think I can strongly say that investing in the top 10 currencies, or even if you don't know much about currency, like cryptocurrency, then even just investing in top five would be okay. And I don't see this as a risk. I mean, if you look at other bigger funds, they always invest billions. We're talking about billions, whereas I feel like a little small fish there investing just peanuts.
What do you think about future of Bitcoin in emerging markets like Africa? What's your opinion on that?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Yeah.
I think because some countries in Africa have the hyperinflation, so I think Bitcoin is going to really help them and maybe stabilize the whole market. But like, for example, Nigeria, I'm very impressed with that country because everyone is very young over there, mostly 20, 25. They all know about the Bitcoin, and it seems like they're very happy to accept it. And it also, I think, helps them to build that trust of a transaction. And because there is no such thing as a reverse transaction, so no scams whatsoever. Um, I think this is going to definitely help them in the long run, and especially in the future.
Yeah, yeah. So, do you have any long-term plans to stay in this industry, or you just will be interested in running your own business and crypto?
I believe I will be sticking here for a very long time. I already planned my 10 years. So
Yeah.
you could say it's a little bit hard for someone to really predict what you're going to do in 5 or 10 years, but I already did my calculations, and it seems like I'll be here for at least another 10 years investing in crypto and just sticking to the market.
Let's talk about, like, you once mentioned that crypto trader and a YouTuber are similar.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. How difficult it is to become a crypto trader nowadays? Like talking about current scenario.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think you really need a lot of experience. So like observing the market, knowing certain people as well, and I think you need to find your own trading style as well. Before, um, I was just an investor. I'll probably describe myself as an investor because I didn't know much about trading. I was just really based on assumption, I was just really investing into a cryptocurrency. But I've realized that there's more to it. If I'm a trader and I can read the charts, I can become more profitable as well in the long run. So I've spent my journey um, like reading books. I think I bought like 10 books from Amazon about technical analysis, and that helped me to sort of build up my skills, but also I followed other traders just to learn how to really draw properly patterns.
As you mentioned before, that doing transactions through Bitcoin is like for bigger amount. Is it good? It's good, and everybody use that for bigger amount. So, what you thought on managing micropayments with Bitcoin?
I don't think that would be a very suitable digital asset for making such a payments. I probably would recommend to use it maybe like Nano or a Ripple. Well, the Ripple is pretty fast for such a micro transactions, and Nano well, there's no fee, there's no transaction fee, so even better.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think about Bitcoin price in next 5 years?
I would have to really see the next year because that would give me a little bit more data to calculate. But based on just hopefully next year, I really predict that it could reach from like 50 to 70K. So this is my sort of area where I'd be aiming. I know um, there'll be a question like, oh, but why not 100?
Yeah.
It's possible. It is possible as well to
Yeah. Of
go up
course.
to 100K, but for now, I like to just keep it slightly lower. I don't want to just go big. In 5 years, maybe we could get up to 200K, maybe 500K, but it's just so hard for me to really answer it, this
Yeah.
question. Um,
Yeah.
I don't have enough data to really analyze this. Even just based on halving, yes, I can see that already, that the minimum value by like next 5 years, it should be at least 24K.
Yeah. Besides Bitcoin, what do you five crypto to buy in 2020 to become a millionaire? What do you like advise people to buy five crypto but in
Five
2020?
crypto. So
Yeah.
okay, sure. I'll definitely recommend Bitcoin, but then I also look at different projects, and I really like. I've mentioned it before. VeChain. VeChain is actually one of my biggest bags. I've been like trying to just get as much as I could for the past 3 years. So no matter what was the price, I was always just trying to just get a little bit more. Trading, of course, as well, doing the downtrend and an uptrend. I believe this project is going to really change China, but also I've noticed that they've got contracts with different brands. So VeChain for sure. I would also recommend reading about it because I see there's a lot of good partnerships. There's a real use case. I always aim for a project that have a good use case. Ripples, for some reason, yes, I do like Ripple, for the remittance and transactions, and I think everything is just everything is happening behind the curtains. So right now we don't really see the bigger picture of it, but surely by next year we should be seeing some amazing app trend and also the real use case of it. Litecoin as well. I like the Litecoin because recently Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash, they've been added to PayPal. So that already gives you a little hint what people will be able to buy it. I think there's a lot of people that use PayPal, and once I'm sure the media is going to be streaming out a little bit more about the cryptocurrency, like going to be increasing, then I think everyone's just going to be jumping on it. So definitely those two. Oh, and the last one. I like Polkadot. Polkadot seems like Polkadot seems like a very good project. It's been recently launched, so I'll definitely give it a go with that. But other than that, there's probably just more currencies as well that I probably will be switching my portfolio in from time to time based on the charts. But yeah, it just really depends. Those five cryptocurrencies, are probably the best for the next year.
Apart from that, we are talking enough about cryptocurrency. So what is your role at Crypto Trust Fund?
I started up from like having this idea first to really managing the portfolios, the trading. There's a few more traders as well that we always just try to like analyze everything, the whole data, and pick the best assets to trade. But it's everything. It's just I think I'm doing like 3 in 1. Like so, I'm doing the web development, creating everything from the back end, and also trading and managing the portfolios. And then I've got other guys as well that do marketing, but I just mostly just focus on trading and managing the portfolios, and then just picking up the best.
You set any goals for yourself to seeing yourself in next 2 years or 5 years in Crypto Trust Fund? Like, do you have any goals set up right now?
Well, my first goal was to get like 10 to 20 customers, but that happened very fast, and I wasn't expecting that the whole project is going to be developing that fast. It was just, I would say, probably a little bit of luck as well. That was my main goal, to get 10 to 20 customers, and that just went pretty fast because I was just so approached. As soon as I think I launched and everything was on like LinkedIn, people just started messaging me, and I think not really for the next 2 to 5 years. I think partly I have already achieved my targets, and managing portfolio and having people that trust me, that's already a lot to me.
Yeah. So what you have done to enhance the image of your company?
I guess really the experience and really understanding the market. So I always looked up to the bigger funds. I always just try to compare them and see what is on the market that's not there. That's something that's missing. And I've noticed that if you look at those big funds, everyone will always ask you, you need to invest at least 25,000 US minimum. And also you have to be an accredited investor. And I'm really trying to minimize that gap. So
of
no
course.
matter no matter who wants to really enter into a cryptocurrency, even through a fund, you can invest with a smaller amount and still be profitable. Because I know retail usually enters at the end of the bull run, so this is where most money is being really lost.
After this success and crypto trading, how did your family and friends, did you treat differently your success and all, or it's everything was same? You get extra attention of them, like?
With friends, I guess it's okay. With a family, it's a little bit different because they always just been telling me like, oh, why don't you just like do something else? So it's kind of been like discouraging me from the crypto because I was spending so much time in front of
After
a
achieving this whole thing, they still tell you.
yeah. Yeah, because I do spend, I'm not going to lie, I do spend a lot of time in front of a computer. So I can kind of understand them from that side. And everyone wants to always a quick results. So like whatever you do, like my dad owns a business, he can easily achieve the results within a month. Whereas me, obviously, it takes a little bit longer because I need to wait patiently for either a bull run to really make and a big difference for myself. In terms of short-term trades and like normal monthly salary, it's fine. But yeah, there's this like big dream of me where I'm hoping to really achieve something bigger and become more successful. So yeah, with families a little bit different. I think they don't like that whole idea, but I'm sure after the next bull run, things will change for better, and I think they'll finally see the results of investing. I try to always just kind of encourage them to join me to invest even into just Bitcoin and just hold it, but it's just so hard for them because they can't hold it because it's digital. So it's very hard to convince them.
So if I can ask any question like, what is the mantra of success? You know mantra?
Mm-hmm. Of course, yes.
So what will you tell him?
Study hard, spend a lot of time, just stare at the charts, read books, and just probably, just try to do maybe paper trading first for the first maybe 6 months, see whether you can really make something out of it. Because it's hard. It's trading, I'll treat it as a job. It is hard. It's not something that's so easy. Even if you see some posts like people showing you your cars or how much money they've made, these are all just like screenshots and beautiful Photoshop pictures. But to really be profitable, you need to study hard and spend probably a year. I would probably even say spend 4 years. 4 years is probably just enough to complete one cycle in cryptocurrency, and then maybe you can become profitable either as an investor or a trader.
So it's hard to get demotivate easily when you lose money at the starting, when you starting trading and all that's crypto business. So what would you advise to them? Like how can they keep themselves motivated?
How much I pretty much lost at least when I started. I've invested in like different projects. I started looking into altcoins, and I invested in Lisk around 2017 June when it was almost I was buying it pretty much at the top around $4, and then it went down to like $1.10, and that was quite a bit of a hit for me. because I invested like 6,000 US dollars. So yeah, I pretty much lost a lot. And there was this time where it's a little bit of a shame to really admit to this, but I used to go to like Macau a lot because I used to go like around just to do a bit of sightseeing and then go to casino and play around a little bit. So I've lost quite a bit once in a casino, and when I came back, I realized like, wow, I'm almost broke. I could cash out some money from crypto and then just survive the whole month. But I was like, no, this one Lisk, this one little coin there could be one day maybe $10, 20 or 50. So yeah, as I was just saying that this one little coin could cost $40, $50. I didn't know what would be the price of it, but I decided that no, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to sell it. So I tried to stack up as much as I could just to be profitable in the future. Just like right now, I'm trying to just have as many coins as I can in order to really make something out of it in the future. So I'm not really trying to waste my money on things that I don't really need. Yes. So would be the advice. Just stay strong, don't give up, and just try your best. Try your best in the market. I'll always just say you need to really study, and if you don't have that time, then you can always just go on Twitter and just observe different traders, but do not take their advice. You need to be responsible for every decision that you make, and do a good research on every project that you invest. You can't just follow like YouTubers or traders, because even those people will be wrong.
Yeah, of course. So recently Bitcoin has crossed 20K mark and been hanging there since while. And what your views on that currency Bitcoin really?
I'm a little bit surprised that it happened so fast. I was predicting that it's going to go up, probably up to 14,000. So it just happened really fast with no, like, without any news or anything. So it's a little bit strange, especially just before the elections in America.
Yeah.
I felt this a little bit strange that it just suddenly started just going up. Like there's no reason for it. Yeah, it's a little bit strange.
Yeah. So
I can't explain it. I thought maybe there is some news that I just don't know. So I did some research, but I couldn't find really anything. And why suddenly there was such a demand for Bitcoin? Because I know the retail investors didn't even enter yet. So I really believe that like the bigger probably capital ventures probably put some Bitcoin onto an exchange just to fuel up the price a little bit. Because you don't have to really buy to increase the price of Bitcoin. You can just deposit. That's all they got to do just to increase the price. So they are really in control of it.
Is it going to affect the crypto market, US election after like changing Trump to Biden? So is it going to affect crypto market, or like, okay, it's not going to happen?
No, I think the first question should be, how is that going to be affecting the Bitcoin market? I think well, I want to use the word decentralized. That's got nothing to do with the American market. So it shouldn't really, in theory, it shouldn't. But I don't know why people always just compare it to the stock market, to gold and everything else. I think Bitcoin should be completely separate from it. It's a completely different market. It shouldn't really impact the elections as well, and I don't see any connections with it.
We have a question from our team members. So the question is, how much do you lay importance on technical pattern and charts as a part of analysis for trading in crypto?
I already answered this question because everyone is different. I think everyone has this ability to pick up the charts and really learn it. I think with the right person to learn, you really need someone to show you how to chart things. It could take maybe a month, but then you need a little bit more experience with the market as well. So I would say probably up to a year, and that's just guessing. It could be less, it could be more, but it just really depends on the person. If you have a teacher that's going to show you how and always just check you how you chart, how you do things, then yeah, maybe 6 months, but that's like intense 6 months. I think it's just more important is just to have the right experience.
Yeah. What is one surprising fact about you that people wouldn't expect?
Now, a surprising fact about me. I don't know. I think I'll say, okay, maybe there's just one, but I'm not sure if it's that interesting. Most of my funds, my money and everything, I keep it in cryptocurrency. So I don't really use banks. Banks are just a temporary thing just to cash it out
Yeah.
and keep it there. But yeah, I'm fully like supporting the decentralized world and the cryptocurrency. I always try to also every time when I get a chance, I always keep talking to my girlfriend about it. Like, just keep your money in Bitcoin. That's better.
Yeah.
Learn about inflation and like just try to increase your portfolio by holding it somewhere else.
So on that note, you can manage your personal and professional life very well. For best of wishes on your trading life. So thank you for joining me and the Coin Republic team. We looking forward to see you again if you have time and future.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me there. And
Yeah.
I hope we're going to get another chance maybe soon again to talk about it.
Yes.